Okay, people, it's my agent Forex Academy. Today we're gonna be talking about sessions. In one of our videos, I spoke about the sessions and how we have to take into account the liquidity that lies in those sessions. And I told you that we have three major sessions in the currency pair market. That's for the UUSD, XAU, that's Zaud, whatever you want to call it, GPB, and the rest. Those are currency pairs. I told you we have three major sessions, which are the New York, London, and the Asian session, or the Tokyo, as you would call it. These are the sessions. These are the sessions in the currency pair market, and this is currently the gold chart, the gold market, XAU USD. That's what it's called. Okay, so we have to take account of the liquidity that lies in all these sessions. That's what I told you, right? So the first session is the Tokyo or Asian session, and usually starts around 1 a.m. in the morning, 1 a.m. in the morning, and ends around 10 a.m. Ends around 10 a.m. in the morning. Okay, all right. Ends around 10 a.m. in the morning, and we have the next one is the London session. That one starts around 8. Yes, it's 8 in the morning and ends around 5 in the afternoon. Ends around around 5 in the afternoon. Yeah, thereabout. Yes, 5 in the afternoon. Okay. The Asian session is the one in the what color this is? This is red or whatever, blue, then orange. The blue is for the London session, and the orange is for the New York session. Okay, it's that easy. So in each sessions, you account for the highs and the lows. You account for the highs and the lows of the session. The first one is what the Tokyo Asian sessions, which starts around 1 a.m. in the morning and ends around 10 a.m. in the morning. Also, the London session, which is in the blue box, starts around 8 a.m. in the morning and ends around 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Yes, 8 a.m. in the morning and ends around 5 p.m. in the afternoon. Around 5 p.m. in the afternoon. While the New York session starts around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. 2 p.m. in the afternoon, ends around 11. Thereabout. Yes, ends around 11. Ends around 11 about. Ends around 10. Sorry, 10 o'clock in the evening, the late evenings. All right, that's basically all you need to know about sessions. You just in each of the sessions you account for the highs and the lows. Those are the liquidity pools you need to take note of. Now let's point out the high and low of the New York session. All right, let's point out the high and lows of the New York session, which is in the orange box. But tap that icon for our toolbox, and this is out already. So this is our high. This is it already. This is our high. That's why I tell people, if you're a forex trader, you should get used to MT. I said sorry. Get used to trading view squad. It simplifies things for us. They're just indicators you can just add on to your page and just save the stress of identifying break of structure by yourself. Everything is automated, so when there's a chart or break of structure, it highlights it quickly. As you can see on my chart, it just highlights it for you. As you can see, get used to trading view. It's quite nice. It just takes away the burden of you straining your eyes to figure which is that, and so. But sometimes it may not show exactly where a break of structure lies, but all in all, it is quite helpful. All right, that's the high of the New York session. Let's target the low. Let's target the low of the New York session. I think it's the higher and low of the New York session. I think it's overlapping with the higher and low of the London session today. Yes, I think it's overlapping with the higher. It's high because that's the same. it applies. Why for the London session? Because each of these sessions, they overlap each other. Okay, are you getting? Like the Tokyo, it ends while the Tokyo session or Asian ends while the London session is still on. The same goes for the London session. The London session ends while the New York session is still ongoing, and the New York session starts when the London session is still ongoing. So they are just overlapping each other. Okay, all right. Squared. Okay, squared. Nice. So that's basically we have identified the highs and lows of the New York session. Let's see whether this is separate from. So you can see it's the same. The highs and lows of the New York session is the same high and low of the London session. So today's Friday, so we should take note of this in our next by Monday or Sunday evening. These places are very vital places. So if we see a break of each of these zones, we expect a reversal trade. Okay, these are nice places to account for. So let's go to the Asian session. We can target the highs and lows. Let's target the highs and lows. Let's target them. Let's point them so we can see this is the high. This is the high of the Asian session. But this is the high of the Asian session. Which market took out? Then where's the low of the yeah, exactly. So you can see it's quite easy. It's quite easy. So we just need to point them out. The liquidity in currency pairs. So it's not really much of a big deal. That the liquidity in currency pair. Let's switch to other currency pairs like yeah, let's go to USD card. Yeah. Don't mind all the lines. Are just indicators I put up to make things easier for me. Okay. All right. You can see it seems let's mark out the New York highs and lows. So as I said before, the New York session starts around 2 and ends around 2 in the afternoon, 2 p.m. and ends around 10 p.m. While the London starts around 8 in the morning and ends around 8 a.m. Starts around 8 a.m. and ends around 5 p.m. While the Asian starts around 1 a.m. and ends around 10 a.m. So it's not a big deal. That's all you need to just figure out. If you're not too familiar with trading view, you can just mark it out on your MetaTrader apps. When 1 o'clock in the morning, when 1 o'clock arrives, you just put out your horizontal lines and just mark them out. Then the same goes if you're not too familiar with that. But if you are familiar with trading view, just go to your indicators and search for any session indicator, and they will mark it out for you. Okay, no problem. That's quite it. That's quite it. So let's mark the highs and lows of each of the sessions here. All right, the highs and lows. So let's mark this. This is the current high. This is the high of the New York session, and this is the low of the of the New York session. Okay, also it's a low of the New York session also. So when market begins the new week on a Sunday evening, on Monday, we take note of this. Okay. All right. Same goes. So I think the high of the London overlaps with the high of the New York also, but the low varies. The low for the London is quite here. It's over here. So this is the low of the London, very close to the low of the New York. So the high is the same with the high of of the New York. So basically that's all we need to know. Then the low of this was the low of the Asian session. You see that when the low was taken out, we had a reversal, a buy up. That's how it works. Bye. Same goes for this was the high of the vision session. So basically that's all. So we need to know, just get the different times, the different time of each session. Of each session. Sorry. All right. I think that's basically all. Thank you. This is my turn Forex Academy. Our aim is to simplify Forex for you.